Hi, grown folks. How you guys doing? This is Donna Smith, aka Lady D, your hostess with the mostest, and I'm here with an afternoon video. I've been kind of laying low. Been a lot going on that we all have been dealing with, and I just had to take a moment to woosah. So I'd like to, maybe come back on a different kind of note here and talk about some things that are really bothering me, and it's how we reach out to people or someone when we're in need or we're going through things and this and that, and you may reach out, and you have some who have a hard time reaching out. They don't like asking people for things. They don't like anyone knowing that something is wrong. But let's say, for instance, you're involved with someone and the writing is all over the wall that you need some type of emotional, physical, or monetary assistance in some way. Perhaps you're going through a time that is really difficult. You're doing all you can with the means that you can, but you still have some struggles. And that person is doing a whole lot better than you. And they're loving you and they're with you and they're dealing with you, but they don't come out and see that there's a need. Now, some would say, well, if a person had a need or something was going on and they needed some type of help, they should just come out and ask. How can you read a person's mind if they don't come out and ask? And then you have those who will say, why should I have to ask when this is the person that I'm dealing with and I'm always down for them. I'm always doing for them when I can, and they don't have to ask. It's just an initiated thing because I care. So why should I have to ask? And I bring this up because I've had a couple of things come at me lately where people have asked, well, I'm in a situation, we're going through this virus, we're going through, lockdowns, we're going through unnecessary prejudice and killings, and there's a lot of stress going on in the community and even in our relationships, our homes, dealing with our kids. They've been locked down too, no school and things of that nature, and the parents is just going crazy, and everyone is at a certain frustrating point. And, it just seems as though, when people start to look at the fact that, man, I have this person in my life, in my circle, but I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I can't turn to them, or they're not open to doing things for me that's needed, or reading me in a way that they could tell that things is needed, even if it's just an emotional type of connection, a physical bonding, a hug, a nice kind word. So these people, I've had a couple that has come to me and said, I don't know what to do. I'm in a situation I don't like to ask, and this person is just, every time I see them, it's about what they want and how they want it and this and that, but they have not once asked me if I was okay or needed anything. They have not once asked me, even on an emotional level, was I okay, and did I need assistance with anything? So, and they wanted to know, what should I do? What should I do? I think that that's more of a individual, personal thing, because it has a lot to do with how long you've been in association with that person, to what degree or level that your relationship is on. Of course, the more time, the more higher degree that it is. Say for instance, if it's someone you just sleeping with casually, and they're not going to be emotionally attached like that in a lot of ways. If it's someone that you're in a relationship with, they're going to be more caring and attentive. If it's someone that you are married to, of course, I mean, come on now, they should be just, you guys should be like this, you know what I'm saying? So it depends on the degree and of where you're at, and has this person always been like that? Sometimes we miss the cues and the visual in the messages in the beginning. Person could have always been that way, but you just really didn't pay attention to it for whatever reason when you got together, and you just kind of dealt with who they were. Everything was cool, but now that everything is all over the map, it's like, man, I didn't know that they got down like this. Their quality is all messed up as far as them being concerned. They're kind of selfish. You start really kind of tripping when you have a reason to trip. So my advice is, you gotta know who you're dealing with, and you gotta know early. You gotta be able to put things on the table early. You gotta be able to have certain situations early or talk about them. How would you handle this? What do you think about that? What if this happened? How would you do with that? You gotta talk, you gotta communicate, you gotta get into the mind and the head in the heart of who you're dealing with first and foremost. That would be my advice. Now, what I'd like to hear from you grown folks is, are you in a situation, or have you been, where someone has not been as giving, or has not been that attached to you as far as on a mental level, a heartfelt level, to know what your need, wants, and desires are in certain situations? Should they know that, or should that be communicated? You know what I mean? So I want to hear that. Let's talk about it. Comment, subscribe to my channel, and if you need to reach out, my email is dgrier12,000@yahoo.com. I can also be reached on Facebook under Donna Smith, Twitter under Miss Lady D111, and man, Google me, Donna Smith or Lady D. You will find me. I am out there. You all have a good day, and until we meet again, be grown or be gone. Talk to you later.